road.
Yeah. Oh! And he gets a little Lazarus action.
Good shot.
He walked away! Oh my God!
No! The ball was on the flipper.
Oh my goodness! The ball stood there for half a second.
And then let's transfer it into another double Elway,
Can someone
into a double catapult super. What are we witnessing here?
Clip all of this.
One shot hit. Boom, Ray got it.
Clark.
Is it Clark?
Clark got it first. What? What just happened?
So we're just setting up here in round 2. If you've just joined us, you are listening to the 2019 Pin-Masters here in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada. We will be joining the action here shortly. The rounds are being put up and the machines are being chosen, and we will get you to the action here very quickly. Stay tuned. We still got tons of pinball action here to give you. See you in a bit. Okay. Looks like we're very close of getting this settled in here, and we are ready for X-Men. So they're just doing a little practicing right now. We've in this group, and group 2 of game 1 of 3, we have Zach Sharp, we have Jim Belzito, Andre Masikoff, and Carl D'Angelo. That will be in this round. Again, it's going to be 3 games in this format, in a pin golf format, where the target score will be 15 million on this. Yeah. And joining me in the booth here is the one and only Kaylee George. How you doing, Kale?
Hey, how's it going?
Doing great.
Gonna watch this X-Men game. Is everybody practicing right now?
Yeah, we're just in the practice mode right now. We're just chilling out.
All these practice balls are lasting longer than
Yeah, well,
some
I
of
thought
the,
there was a 30-second.
real balls.
Tell us how you really think about that, Kaylee.
Yeah, this has been a funny tournament. The setups on Star Wars, Game of Thrones are pretty wild. Led to a lot of fun house balls.
Yes, yes. You know what? Star Wars gave me fits as well too, and a lot of house balls on that as well too, and just some inconsistency coming out of those feeds. Yeah, it's been a little crazy, I tell you. I do like the setup on Game of Thrones. I think that's a more fun way of playing the game, to tell you the truth.
Yeah,
not as much trapping and putting a little danger into that playfield a little bit.
Yeah, I felt like the tournament setup on these games was kind of missing one game somewhere where most people were expected to do better than par or have an easy out to getting through on a 1. I think it's fun when you set that up in pin golf, where the people that don't get that low score basically blew it, and it's kind of fun to have that scenario as well. Like if they had left Throne standard and everybody was going Stark and trying to ramp out and get the one-shot win there.
Yeah. I did. You know what? You could do it on the Greyjoy, and you had the 5-shot opportunity to do that if you collected your swords and to do that. So it was risky to do it, but you had the opportunity if you wanted to. I've seen Lesher do it. I did it in yesterday as well too. It was successful, but it was damn risky. To pull that off.
I guess the hard part on that was the shooting left orbit was just kind of a crapshoot because that rubber on the feed, it was going too fast. You couldn't knock it off the rail, and then you just had to hope that you got a little bit of luck coming out of the right orbit.
Absolutely. That was a drainy shot. You missed that shot, and boom. 75% of the time you're done.
Yeah. So X-Men here, what do you think most people are going to be shooting for?
I think most people have been successful in going ahead and lighting that villain and then going ahead and either collecting your Wolverine or your Magneto, and that's been kind of the strategy that we've seen throughout the tournament.
Yeah, it's been interesting. So a lot of people are going for Brotherhood to light the villain, and then I guess the question for some people is, do you choose a different villain first and stack it with Wolverine, and then after that try and finish it off by playing Brotherhood.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people ignore the Brotherhood when they have that going.
Yeah.
And not taking it because they want to do the stack with the villain and the multi-balls. So, yeah.
Early in the tournament, that was my strategy. I think it's not the right one. I think you take the Brotherhood up front because you can finish it in one Brotherhood.
Okay, interesting.
I don't think you should play with your food on this game. I think you play that out, see how it goes. And then, I mean, the Magneto's actually not that hard, and you'll finish it up there if you need to.
Yeah, I found Magneto actually quite friendly.
Yeah.
And actually, that's how I finish this game most of the time, is I actually end up with Magneto with a stack on it. And that's really crazy. If you have that and you have some heroes done, like you're done. That 15 million comes pretty quick.
Yeah. Yeah, good Brotherhood and a good mode can actually pull you through.
Now, it is, 5 shots to get Brotherhood?
Yes. Yeah, on the right target.
So there's some work to be done there in order to get that lit.
Mm-hmm.
I found a couple times when I was hitting that, especially when it was coming down on the fly, that I'd get some bad luck. It may hit a target up there and come right down the middle on me. So there is some danger with that shot. But absolutely, that's been a strategy that has been prevailing as well. I know Escher was doing that strategy.
Yeah, I think the payoff is certainly better risk-reward for Wolverine, which you're probably going to play anyways. So I think it's really worth going for. So here we got Adam Becker practicing, sort of.
Practicing, talking.
It's weird. I've never seen Adam wear a Rick and Morty t-shirt before. This is must be a new thing he's into. I'm super jealous that Canada has 8-digit license plates. So he has a Rick and Morty
does he?
vanity plate. I think it's
nice.
Tiny Rick is his license plate. And I'm not the biggest Rick and Morty fan, but
it's cool.
It'd be nice to have more options if you get a custom plate.
Yeah, I've got BC Rage on mine, so you know it's it's nice to have the custom option that we have in Canada, and yeah, we're a little different up there, right? So I'm not sure what's going on here on this machine right now. There's a lot of laughing and joking and stuff going on here, so there must be something wrong with this game.
I think Adam's trying to talk Josh out of having X-Men in the tournament.
I know they were having a few problems with this, but, and one actually, ball got stuck right up here on a switch. It was so weird, and they had to actually add a ball in that game, so it's very strange.
Really?
Ah, you had to escape for me.
Oh, wow.
Haley?
Oh,
this is interesting. This all of a sudden got real interesting. Yes.
So, Adam has successfully argued that the rule set on X-Men... Yeah, wait, hold on. It's coming in my ear. Yeah, the rule set on X-Men is not interesting enough for competition. And
especially in the semifinals, right?
Yeah, has successfully argued with Lefkoff and Associates to change game to a new venue of Black Rose.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, so we're now going to practice Black Rose as X-Men has been removed.
And you heard it first from Kaylee George,
who
is our insider today on the telecast. With us, we also have Raymond Davidson. I got
just for a second here. I got to go on Tron soon, but I saw Black Rose and I had to jump in.
Yeah. Isn't this crazy?
I love Black Rose.
So what do you think? Is like the primo strategy just whirlpool out and like be done?
You know, I think that's definitely probably the best strategy. Since it seems to be a repeatable shot and doesn't punish you too much when you miss, except when that happens, I guess. If you can hit the broadside, that's actually, you can get, then that happens. So
yeah, you can broadside it 4 times if you want to. You know,
that was bizarre. I think I'd just go Whirlpool.
You know, I got to give credit to Stern. Like, when they made AC/DC, I was certain that it was going to be this huge shit show because of the center window in the middle, right? Like, I remember talking to somebody who had bought one. I was like, oh, well, did you, like, buy another playfield for that game? Because that thing's going to get all warped and, like, blown out in, like, about 3 days.
Yeah, it plays well.
And that plays great. Yep. So they solved, like, the center window problem. Although this has the cannon, so it's different a little bit. But, you know, nothing worse than, like, an unleveled cannon or window on whodunit or creature window.
Yeah.
Congo. Oh, no fun. It's fun seeing people manage this one though. when you're not in it, then it's
My
hilarious.
favorite
Yeah, it's very
on some black
unpredictable.
roses. Oh, that's not the telestrator. Some black roses, it will.
In here?
It just sort of like rolls along this like like a canoe.
Stops
like,
in the center and then just
Yeah.
drops down.
Want to escape? Perfect.
Looks like Colin got a multi-ball going on Tron right away. So
And we're just in practice time here. So you're thinking the prevailing strategy, they're going for that
Yep.
all day long.
Yeah,
Gives
but once
you-
you build that, you build it to millions,
And
right?
Then, and then
Yep.
you're going into here.
And I don't even want to pass it over or anything funny. I just want to keep shooting it. And
Yeah.
then as soon as I miss, if the ball's on the right flipper, I'll shoot the lock, and if the ball's on the left flipper, I'll shoot the whirlpool.
Yeah, because you're building the whirlpool value, and so it's still worth a lot.
Yep.
You might as well go back to it. And if you've blown it and you're on the right, maybe start that multi-ball.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the randomness of the mode, you're thinking, okay, well, you know
Oh
what?
my! Whoa! Did you see him just
Yeah.
levitate that ball? Oh, it's practice though.
Yeah.
But he literally like levitated the ball like up the rail. It was really beautiful.
Because in the modes, you've got a couple good modes in there as well, too. You got multi-millions, you've
Oh,
got
yeah.
multi-ball. Is it worth taking one pot shot at it to see if you get lucky on the mode?
I think so. Because if you do land in the broadside, you're gonna get something good. I think the worst mode is probably knife throw because people can't seem to get the timing down on
Yes.
it. But even if you fail at the mode, it still lights a 2 million hurry up, so you can just shove it back up there for 2 million.
Absolutely.
You can also hit this little doubloon target to collect your 2 million hurry up. Not like you'd actually aim for it, but it can happen.
Interesting. And I learned something new today on this game as well, too, with the bonus. It seems that if you hit your targets, that's how you're getting that bonus collect, and then as well your treasures. So that's why it's such a variance in your bonuses when end of ball.
It's just switch based, and then you can get hidden treasure mode, which is in multi-ball. All right, I gotta go play.
Alrighty. Good luck.
Raymond's out of the booth.
Out of the booth and into the fire.
All right, looks like practice is winding down here. Getting the power cycle. Probably going to see Adam Becker walk
Right there. Yep.
Josh Sharp on over to the game. Have another little discussion, vie for a change of venue once again.
Jeez.
All right.
Okay, here we go. We're ready to go.
Player one,
Skill shot has been made.
500K skill shot. If this was set to 30 balls, it'd be reasonable.
We'd be doing it. Be done. Got the letters. Trying to go for the whirlpool.
That's like such a lame award. In lane. Here's X working that whirlpool.
And he's
That's
got
what we're talking about.
There's his lock.
With his lock.
And
Keep
pass
going
it
for that
over.
whirlpool. Good
Oh.
job. Good job.
Here we go.
Now he's on some million ramps.
Oh, he's just ramping out. Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So now it's still worth going back to that ramp because that timer is pretty long.
So would you pass it over there and went for it? You would have.
Absolutely. It's pretty long and it resets each time you shoot it.
Interesting.
I don't think this is a bad play though. I mean,
So you go 15 ramps and be done.
yeah, why not?
Okay.
But I mean, here ramps are also worth millions.
Yes. And here we go. Plus you're getting letters. Not that you need them in this play, but it's a little overkill.
Sets you up for a potential two-shot win. All right, so two
There's-
locks, going to get a third ball in
Yeah,
play?
there's some really nice progress being made here. He's getting very close to the target here. We're sitting at
Yeah, awesome.
15 million target. He's at 6 million right now. And he's got his multi-balls, and he's getting 2 million synced ships now with the 3 ball.
Yeah, so 3 shots up on the ramp, and Zach will be done.
Wow. 2
One.
more.
2.
Oh, one more. Here we
whirlpool.
go.
Walk
It's
off.
it. Wow. Very nicely done.
Zach not paying attention to his own score. Still
No,
playing.
he just he wants to shoot more. He wants to play a little more out there.
Very nice.
Blow the thing up. That's the way you do it, guys. That is the tutorial for Black Rose right there.
I now recant my suggestion to shoot whirlpool only with 1 ball in jeopardy.
You know what? I think that works as well too. It's if you feel you can nail that thing 15 times in a row, then by all means, it's a great strategy.
Yeah, this format's great. So now Zach has just set the bar. Everybody's going to be playing catch-up from here out if they don't do the same thing.
I didn't think Andre was going to hit 4 side ramps in a row either, and that's the strategy he employed, right? So, you know.
Yeah, keep that ball in the upper playfield.
That's right. Okay, now the pressure's on now. The bar has been set.
Yeah, so yesterday power plunges were leading to tilts. Tilt's been adjusted now.
It has.
Much more friendly.
I don't think we've really seen much people doing that yet, though, so to really test that theory out, you might see a skill shot here. Yes, you do. So 500.
The skill shot actually seems to have a pretty safe return.
Yeah.
Somehow. It seems to bounce towards the top of the right sling. Oh.
Oh, that is over.
Well, there was a lot of arguing going on earlier about what the default bonus is, which is
5,000.
5,000. Huge. We have yet to see anybody who had essentially a house ball collect 5,000.
Really? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if you plunge the outlane, you might get 10,000 because the switch might count as something.
Yeah,
I think the lowest score on a ball you can get is 5,110. If you hit a slingshot switch and you drain down the middle.
Yeah, earlier when Zach Sharp had 550,000 to win, there was a debate on whether he should skill shot and walrus flip his way to victory, or if he should go for a double broadside.
So Andre has just played this machine, and this is actually a perfect scenario. You know, winning on a machine and then coming back to it again. I think
That's nice.
It's a nice advantage to have. Both him and Zach had the odd opportunity. So let's see how Andre does here.
Oh wow, my mom registered for Twitch.
Wow.
Hi, Raymond's mom.
Raymond's mom. Is her call sign Raymond's mom as well?
Geraldine 322. Hi, Mom.
That's awesome.
Shout out to Raymond's mom.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us. So that was very quick ball there from Andre.
Yeah.
It's an unfortunate drain there. He was trying to get control on the right-hand side and unfortunately popped over into the right out lane.
There's a question from the chat. Is it possible to not validate the playfield and cradle?
No. Every switch validates the playfield.
And plunging short to a flipper and dumping it down the middle.
You'll get it back. You can also do the fun short plunge to a flipper and then shoot at the yellow targets with the flipper. Get the skill shot that way.
The old whirlwind sweep that doesn't give you extra credit.
Well, if you get the 3-bank ricochet, it'll give you 3 mil.
And you have the right guy at the table for that question because he is the validation master at this table here.
Yeah, you're the only one, Raymond, I've ever known that has owned a Black Rose.
Yeah, they're not very common.
They only made one, and you owned it.
Yeah. Brought it all the way out here.
Well, that's good.
Look at that skill shot right to the left flipper.
We all have our love of weird games.
It's surprising everyone's going for that skill shot. I think it's because it opens the locker, which then gives you some options to go for a double broadside other things. The left ramp on this one is super juicy. It just flies around there. So
yeah, it's very smooth.
The right ramp is okay. Sometimes it'll fly off.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, here we go.
He's in Whirlpool.
Oh, and that is it.
I'm a fan of shots in this format that if you don't miss, you're not in jeopardy. That's why I like that Whirlpool ramp.
Yeah. Yep.
It's all up to you whether you're going to...
I mean, sometimes it'll fly off the rail, but not that often. And it usually is recoverable.
Wow. Yeah, well, we saw in IFPA in Seattle that you can argue for a compensation ball in that case.
Ah. Throwing it way back.
Yes.
Roll the tape.
So everybody has chosen pretty well the same strategy so far. I'm interested because, like I say, we've seen in the previous game where people were going up the middle. So it looks like they've now made their bed, and this is the strategy they're going with now. I don't know if they'll switch.
Yeah, I think this would be a fun game to own, but everyone I've ever seen, that cannon is just blown out.
Yep.
I know somebody repro'd like those the plastic shell at some point, but I don't know if you can still get those. They all just seem like jerry-rigged with like staples and paper clips.
I think we did buy one. We might have bought the last one because early on when we got a Black Rose, we had to basically replace our cannon, and we We found one on eBay. It was like $80 for the whole plastic
Oh, that's nice.
thing. Yeah.
Maybe you could like 3D print one, huh?
Yeah, maybe you can just replace it with the AC/DC one.
Jim going.
Just break out the router, put a whole new window in
Why
there.
not?
Jim going for double broadside. This is the speed run strat. If you
Yeah.
want lowest number of flips.
Okay, here we go. Oh,
Jim's like,
Ooh,
come on.
nice save. Whoa, the
Whoa.
cannon grabbed it.
yes.
The old cannon grab.
The upper ramp on this one's pretty juicy, too.
It is. It's nice. It's
Okay.
nice and smooth.
Jim's going back up the middle.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh, he almost banked it.
Wow, this thing leans every direction.
It seems to lean,
Yeah.
yes.
Oh.
And it just has not been
No, it's
able to
out.
hit that middle
It's
shot.
gone.
It looks like it wants to go.
No.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Those slings are just way too active.
The 3-second timer was activated.
Yes.
Yeah, saving a right drain on this.
Isn't
when
this
it's bouncing on that sling? and
isn't
stuff.
this the theme of this tournament? The right lean.
Yeah.
That Abra Ca Dabra. The one wasn't dangerous anymore because it just went to a cradle on the right flipper.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Now that they fixed it, it's now dangerous again. So, very interesting.
Oh, how awesome would it have been if it was Black Rose 2 instead of
Pirates.
Pirates?
Yes.
Yeah. You know, maybe the game could have also had, you know, about 50 less modes.
Yeah.
Andre got 20,000. What happened?
Well, he drained.
Oh,
just
my
like
God.
that.
He got the skill shot.
I did
Wait,
that
so how
so
many
many
points?
times.
Hey, damage bonus, 15,000. So 3 switches. 5 for the yellow target, 5 for the slingshot, and 5 for the outlane.
Yes.
But
So
did it actually award 15, or did it just show that on the display and then give him something awesome?
You're convinced, man.
Yeah.
I'm convinced it's
Yeah.
impossible to have a bonus under.
Well, we
Under
have to
60K.
go back on the replay and see, exactly the math on that one if he actually got it properly. Hilarious.
I've always wondered, you would think it would be prudent for the pinball manufacturers to have like a default code set when they're making a new game, right? It's like maybe Stern, they're like, okay, we're going to make a new game. Well, let's load up, Whitewood game rules, and it's got a multi-ball and ball tracking and some default scoring and stuff. I have this feeling that at Jersey Jack, like their default has like 900 modes that are like the Whitewood modes.
Yeah.
And then they decide from there how they want to fill that in.
Yeah. It wouldn't surprise me. Oh, my God.
Shout out to Kiefer, you're awesome.
Yes. The master of the deepest code in the world, and you'd never be able to figure out that game ever, any of his games. He's got so much tucked into his coding, it's unbelievable. Fun games.
It'd be fun to run a tournament on kind of the B-level, but also good games from Williams, or just that era. Have a Black Rose in there. Maybe the very underrated Shack,
I love Shaq.
Surfer and Safari.
Yeah. Yeah. I like the older Gottliebs. I love TX Sector, like all those type of games.
Good games.
Yeah, just fun games. Something I just want to flip and have fun, right?
Yeah, although I think Mario Andretti is pushing it to find the fun factor in that guy.
Yeah, it's a bit of a stinker. Checkpoint.
Whoever out there owns a checkpoint, you've made a poor decision in life. Also, Raymond, when he thought the Fireball home game was going to be a fun pinball machine. That is not a fun pinball machine.
So we have Jim Belzito here, and we are looking at a lock. Yes, good choice.
Right, going
Very
for
good choice.
Video modus.
Yeah, I didn't realize that you actually got the mode as well on that as well too when you make that shot, which is interesting. I thought you had to always hit the middle.
Oh, we made it
Made-
onto the ship.
Too late.
Right over the top.
So what does he do? Does he land in the water on the other side? Is
Yeah,
that
I don't
how he
know. It feels like it's successful, and then it rips you off. I guess he went down into the hold.
Okay, he's got his lock made, and he is ready to go. And again, another thing that I learned today, scrolling through all the animations and everything, will give you a hold here for a couple seconds, which is kind of nice.
Yeah, so in this format, Minimum number of strokes you can get is 1.
That's correct.
Maximum's 10. You want the least amount of strokes after 3 games. So pulling a 1 on the first game is great. But you can still have a meltdown on game 2 or 3.
It's got the 20 million sink ship here, and this could end it right here. This has to hit the middle.
And stick.
Oh, no.
That's a pretty big miss.
Yes, and he almost drained off of it as well, too, which would have
Oh,
been
that
very
was a
unfortunate.
nice flip with the upper playfield.
So here we go. Second chance. Right up. No,
again.
he's late, yes. And there is a bit of a delay on that button.
Oh. There's Jim trying to work that right out lane, and you can see when it's on top of that sling, he was doing all the right stuff and still just slowly bobbled out there.
Yeah, a couple lost opportunities there. Those ones will come back to haunt you, unfortunately, in this format. Everybody thinks I'm American because I always wear Broncos jerseys and hats.
Yes.
I got a good ribbon in New York, I tell you.
So we've got we're down to the top 8 right now. Best 2 players from each group will advance. If players end up in a tie in their golf strokes to advance, they will go to a tiebreaker game.
And up the ramp. Yeah, I chose to do that too. I think it's a pretty safe strategy going up that ramp. Well, until you do that, right?
Yeah, Andre has his looping down on that Davy Jones ramp, but I'm not sure that's a strategy I would have picked.
Mm-hmm.
I like the safety of shooting either the lock on the left or straight up the middle when it's in that cannon.
Agreed.
You're either getting good value out of the middle or you're getting a nice return to the left flipper.
Okay, we have Carl D'Angelo that is now up. And it's a pretty tight game.
Yeah, Carl's sitting here giving it a second, waiting for the good vibes to return.
Like right now, Zach is in the driver's seat. He's like, yeah, just keep going, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Just keep going.
Every ball here is just giving Zach breathing room.
Yes.
It's just more bullets he has to burn on some
draining
draining house ball game.
Yeah, they're all having a tough time with this sucker right now. Just like I was all weekend. So I feel pretty good about my play now, on this game because there have been struggles.
So yeah, if after 5 balls, players are between 0 and 3 million points, look at a score of 10. They're between 3 and 6, look at a score of 9. 6 and 9, 8. 9 and 12, 7. 12 and just under 15, they'll get a 6.
And this is where it'll get real interesting if they do get to ball 5 here because, if you are sitting, kind of where Jim is and Carl are right now at the 2-9, you're sweating bullets and trying to get some points to get yourself out of that 10 or that 9 range and at least getting some points to get closer to Zach because right now with him scoring a 1, that's putting a significant amount of pressure on the other competitors.
Absolutely. So the target score here is 15 million, but if you're not going to make it in 5 balls, every point counts. Try and get less strokes on your total. Let's see if Jim can get this for the 3rd time. He likes to wait a little bit.
Oh, in and out. Wow.
Okay, he's got a chance to reload. Almost. It's a nice little nudge. All right.
Couple
going for that ran. He wants that 20 million walk-off.
Okay, here we go. 4th time.
Yeah.
And no. Just has not been able to hit that middle shot.
Was a nice 50-50 there.
So he's going to go for again. Right ramp. Oh, bricked.
Yeah.
Let's try it again. And back in.
I don't think this...
that side ramp is not being friendly.
This cannon can be trusted.
And
I respect Jim not changing his strategy.
No, he's he's adamant that he can make this shot. And he feels that it's safe when it comes back out there. So let's try it again.
Yeah, one of the worst things you can do in this format is kind of do a little bit of everything and never reach something that's going to pay off for the score.
Wow. Jeez, hey, 5 times he just has not been able to sink that ship. And again,
Asterix, I still think shooting the ramp is the right.
yeah, like at what
Right
point do you
strategy.
change? It's a really tough decision because like he was just missing that shot. So to me, I'm like, okay, I'm just missing it. I'm going to continue on doing it, until I get this because I know I'm close. If I'm just completely missing a shot and bricking it everywhere and having no luck at all, well, then maybe I change my strategy at that point.
Yeah.
But I think he did the right thing there.
Okay, what's Andre going to do here? Just trying to go up and get that middle. I like whirlpool locks. So
The way he was shooting him, I really do. Like he was pretty accurate with them before.
Nice. That's a good shot.
There we go.
There we go. I'll let that lock. Keep it going. Oh, the bounce over. All
Yeah,
right.
and then the lock. Yep, excellent.
What he's doing, flawless.
Probably wait for some animations here. And here we go.
Now let's see if he can actually get some action. A lot of people plunging.
Is he
getting
going
a
to
quick drain.
Is he going to do the hard plunge here, you think?
Tilt's a lot easier today. Might be something we'll see. Andre's looking for his spittoon. Maybe a new wad of dip. I don't know. Playing with Andre sometimes, I'm always scared he's going to kick his soda bottle that's full of spit underneath the game. So gross. I also really like Andre, but that's gross, dude.
Yeah. I got a good story off air about spit when I was younger, so yeah.
Yeah, it's funny, about 10 years ago, for some reason, chewing tobacco became very popular in Sweden, at least from my perspective as an American being abroad. And, yeah, that's pretty funky. That stuff gets spilled around the pinball tournament.
Oh, it's awful. Awful stuff.
All right, Andre's a multi-ball. Ramps are valuable. It's out of multi-ball.
Yes.
They're not valuable.
But he's got the lock timer back on.
This ball sponsored by Skull, chewing tobacco products. Soon to be hopeful sponsor of the IFPA.
Yeah, I don't think they're allowed to sponsor this stuff anymore. Oh, here we go.
Instant.
Instant multi-ball, see?
Ah.
He got the nice award, right? So there are some good awards up there.
Yeah, as they say down in Portland, multi-ball.
Multi-ball?
Multi-ball.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
I thought I had a crazy accent, so.
Yeah. If Gottlieb was sponsoring this tournament, it would be Tri-Ball.
Tri-ball, yes.
Or if it was on Shaq, it would be Balls Multi.
Balls Multi?
Nah,
Really?
That's like one of the best Tri-Balls ever is Balls Multi. Maybe that should be a new T-shirt.
That's hilarious.
All right, back in multi-ball. 6 million. Not about.
And
6 ramps.
That's where the lean helped him.
Nice. Million. So now he's got that ball in the lock.
I think he's going
This is
ramping
where you
out.
do it.
Oh, jeez.
This is like ball save time right here.
So here you go. Yep. Now you got the lock.
Nice.
And is he in 3-ball now?
Being 3-ball.
Here we go.
2 million ramps.
So this is where the 2 million. This is where Zach did his target.
Yeah.
So he's only going to need 3 in order to achieve the
2.5
target.
shots. You can just go halfway up that ramp. It'll give him half value.
Yeah, I don't think it works that way, Kelly. I'm just thinking that way, but I haven't tried it though, so you might be able to do it.
Lazy programming.
It'd be pretty cool though if
Yeah.
they decided to put a little switch on the middle of that ramp and score that. Here we go.
Andre not going for the trap up. Never going to
No.
see that. One more shot. Lots of pity points going on.
Yes.
Probably one more ramp.
He tried to backhand it there, actually, which was impressive.
Yep, we'll have at least 13
There
on
we go.
bonus. That should do it.
Pretty close.
If we don't see a tilt.
I don't really trust
There
the
we go,
bonus on
15
this
million.
game, but yep, perfect.
Tilt away, Andre. Tilt away.
You've got it.
You've earned your tilt.
And so that's a 4. So Zach with 1, Andre with 4, and still Jim and Carl need to go ahead and play their balls. So the best that Carl can do right now is a 4 if he was to complete. So still a lot of work to do here, those two competitors.
All right. Andre set the bar for the other two players.
And there is a lock shot. And he's going to get his video mode. What is he going to get here? Walk the plank. It's the fun one. I like this one.
Wow. Now, people were saying earlier, if you only hit the left flipper, you'll swim backwards to the ship and jump back up on the diving board.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Good half value.
So they're forcing you to hit both at the same time.
2 balls multi.
Okay.
All right.
He's got a chance here.
About 9 ramps, 8 ramps.
Control and ramp. That's how you think he's going to play this one?
I think you should go for that relock and ramp out strategy.
Oh, gone, eh? Jeez.
That's kind of the story of the weekend on this game is can you actually get yourself into multi-ball?
Get control and actually make
survive
shots.
the kickouts.
Yes.
So he's got 1 letter for sink ship. Would be nice, but then we've seen how that went for Jim.
That's going to be okay. Now what do you do?
Whirlpool
You're
out.
Ramping. Okay.
Yeah, like a champ.
Okay, here we go. Keep going.
Feel like that must have been a miss.
Yeah, I think it was. And do you lock it up after this, or do you ramp out? I guess we won't know.
He set himself up for the next ball.
He did.
Yeah.
We've got Escher on the mic here.
Yeah, just got some time, so.
How's your
Excellent.
match going, Escher?
Yeah, how'd you
Started
do?
poor on Tron, but just got a 1 on Game of Thrones, so.
Nice.
You guys are done 2 games already?
Yeah, I'm done on 2 games.
Holy
you guys
cow.
are still at game 1.
Mm-hmm.
It's the backwards, the group that is very efficient is the faster group, like in normal scoring where. Yeah. So Jim has his ship ready.
He does, and that's what he's going for.
Here's the money.
So here's number 6 to the
Sixth
ship.
try.
6th time.
6 times the charm.
Here we go.
All right, let's see.
There it is. He did it. There it is.
Oh, Jim.
Yes, the relief. He made the shot.
EV on that cannon's like 3.1 million.
Good for Jim.
Yeah.
He stuck with the strategy, and it finally paid off for him.
What did Andre end up with? A 4 or a 3?
He got a 4, and Zach got a 1. So, yeah. So Carl's left here, and he is on. Is it ball 5
All
now?
5.
Yeah, so for those of you joining us, these are the areas that Carl wants to avoid.
Yes.
He wants to do things in this area here.
Yes.
Which is adding points.
Yes.
Yeah. Looks like he's got his multi-ball ready.
All right. Ball's multi started. It's about what, 5 shots?
Yeah.
5 ramps.
5 ramps. Or I feel like Andre got like 20. He hit 6 ramps for like 20 million. I don't know.
Andre just goes with it. He checks his score later.
Yes.
Yeah, he keeps on ramping until.
Okay. Here we go.
Oh my goodness!
Nice.
Is there a lock or is there ramps?
Looks like a cradle separation.
And
Under over.
He was trying for the lock, I think.
As noted in the chat, side ramp is worth more.
Oh, no.
Huh.
Oh, no. Oh,
that's
no.
in.
Oh.
Oh, it went,
Okay, went in the cannon, so.
So if he hits
That's
it,
5
it'll
million.
spot him a
Yes.
ship letter as well. But if he hits it,
5 million.
he got it.
Very nice shot.
Think-
That was huge.
Is that enough? His
No.
sink ship is also ready, though.
Unbelievable. Let's overkill it.
All right.
Oh,
Here
and
we
then
go.
instant multi-ball.
Instant multi-ball. He's
I'm
got it
liking
now.
his chances.
Yes. That was huge because Carl was at
Is that like
8 million, and that was at an 8. So he's now fought back, and he's going to get a 5 on
I'm going to
this.
say Carl should walk away and get it on bonus.
You'd be that bold?
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Even though bonus is like random in this game. I've seen people play forever and get 6,000 or instant and get 1,000,000. He's got it.
All right. Carl's got it. Good job.
Good job, Carl.
Yeah, that was a way to fight back there. And that's the trouble with this format is
We
that
don't get to see the bonus. What's going on?
Come on, Carl.
ruining all of our fun.
We're going to Star Trek.
This is the Carl point of view cam.
Yep. Wee.
Hot POV action.
Yes.
All right. Do their warm-up. And, yeah.
It's funny that we're not seeing any Star Wars or, anything
And nobody
else on
has
here.
picking the boat anchors in this group.
Yeah, what's going on?
Only some young, off-the-handle, crazy group leader would pick something
pick
like
like
Star
Star
Wars.
Wars.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
This group, my new group, has no idea.
Or Attack from Mars. That'd be another good one.
I don't know. It's a toss-up. Refresh this and then swap it to the next one. All right. Star Trek. All right. 1-4-5-5. So if Zach has a lead by 9 over 2 players, he can just walk away. He can go get some lunch.
Yes. And you played this in your tiebreaker, didn't you, Kelly?
Let's see. The tiebreaker this morning.
Wasn't it Game of Thrones?
Game of Thrones,
We
yes.
played Game of Thrones, and then we played X-Men.
X-Men, okay. Yes.
X-Men's out.
I was able to defeat Wordrick on X-Men with a little assist from the magnet into the lock.
Yes.
Nah, it didn't give you the lock. You still got to hit the side shot. It gave you a feed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of guaranteed.
Yeah.
And now
No,
they-
not with that upper flipper. It rejects. The flipper is so powerful on that X-Men that the rogue shot rejects. But, yeah.
and now they took it out.
And it's out.
So no one's playing it now.
It's going to be my pick, too.
So what's your strategy on this game? What are you thinking you're doing?
Let's see. I'm sure we vary a bit. But I think you're playing the right column of modes, starting at the top.
Yep.
Get your away team under that upper flipper. That'll light the lanes at the top for some pretty valuable points. If
Yep.
you can hit that 5-6 times for that mode. Then, actually, if you start with green mode at the bottom, save the Enterprise next.
Okay.
And if you can hit a few warp ramps in a row, you'll actually be done.
You'll be done. Yep.
Yep.
And
Interesting.
if you go Nero 3 before that, then you will have about 10 times the...
Yes, I heard that
the
Nero
goal.
3 strategy. It's interesting. I'm going to
Yeah.
try that when I get back to my
Yeah,
location.
if you want to get hundreds of million...
Then you're Nero 3, for
Nero
sure.
3, yeah.
When you're going for 35 million, I think it's a little risky to try and get yourself through all the Neros.
All the Neros.
Okay, so at the start here, players are going to get to pick a mode, choose from any of the 6 in the middle.
Yes.
Slightly different objectives. Any of those modes, after you shoot a shot, you want to dump it under that upper right flipper. That'll boost the value and objectives of the mode.
Unless it's Nero.
And are you taking pot shots at those side targets at all, or are you just saying, you know what, I don't need multi-ball, I can mode out?
For me, no.
You're not a Klingon multi-ball guy?
I think for this scoring threshold of 35 million,
Yep.
that's perfectly achievable even in one ball without breaking your shots.
Okay.
I think going for the lock targets is just putting the ball in too much risky play.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So for me, I trust myself to be able to hit my shots or own my failure.
Well played. Strategy. What do you think of the middle shot on this one?
Yeah.
Man, from that left flipper, it's like super weird.
I've yet to see someone hit it.
Yeah, it's nasty.
Yeah, these flippers are, it's a little bit hard to see on the camera, but a little bit higher than one would expect. I think the
Oh my
coil stops are
goodness.
weird. And actually, yeah, shooting the ship in the middle is pretty difficult. So if players end up going for vengeance or getting in that position, I bet we'll see a few bricks there, and it could be pretty risky.
Yes, and the vengeance timer is 5 seconds.
I find
to-
vengeance is even worth even shooting for in this game because the timer is so quick on it.
Yeah, and it's not worth to punch it. It's like, do not punch. It takes precedence over Klingon. So if you're playing for Klingon, then yeah, or you can play like Kaylee, and you don't even have to worry about the middle shot.
Yeah, he doesn't
at all.
care about the multi-balls. It's just be accurate on your shooting, and you don't
Yes.
need it. I've seen Jason Weirdrick do this as well, too, and he got a 1 on it and didn't get a multi-ball, right? So you just need to be
Yeah.
accurate on your shooting.
His Zach Sharp guy. He's played in a few tournaments before. I think.
Seems to really be a fan of Stern. He's wearing all their stuff.
He does, yeah. I wonder why that is.
I think he told me he's hoping they will sponsor him.
Ooh.
The way he's been playing wouldn't surprise me.
The away team little free points.
Oh, yeah, there's a lock.
Immediate backhand in the spinner.
Yes.
For lots
It's a nice
of
little value. Yeah.
And by the way, I'll say this is why I'm not in the tournament anymore, because I do things like not go for the lock.
Yeah. He's only one target away, and he's already survived. He got like a rebound, so he doesn't even have to hit the middle anymore for his multi-ball. So he just has to hit that bottom scoop twice after hitting that bottom green flashing target.
Here we can see the value of this mode and those lanes up top.
Yeah.
Pretty good
huge.
points when
And
we're
it's also
about-
good value because he gets to get to his multi-ball now.
And on this game, those pops are so active, it's just putting it right back up in your lanes as well, too, on this mode.
multi-ball, for some reason, that fed around.
It was his final shot, so he finished Prime Directive. Jumping in the space jump.
Yeah.
I think he's just going to try an away team.
And do it in one.
Finish it in
Oh,
one.
nice move. And you can do that on this game. It will be okay.
Cup check on 7.
Oh.
Completing
jeez.
that right set of modes will light super ramps.
Yeah,
I
so
believe that is Zach's strategy, is to power through the modes as quickly as possible and ramp out.
that's right.
That is, multi-ball is 2 bottom scoops away. That will probably be worth $20 million.
I do like going the other side just because of the super pops and how active they are. And then once you start the Klingon multi-ball, man, those add up real quick.
Yeah. Zach isn't really, he doesn't need a 1 here. He's so far ahead. He just needs to do okay, like a 2 or a 3.
Yeah, if he paces everybody else,
Yep.
he's gold.
So we'll see how Jim, Andre, and Carl do. All those Californians. One group. The Chicago guys.
It is. It's like the battle of the states here, eh?
Yep.
Galactic Spinners.
Galactic
Yeah,
Spinner.
that'd be way overachieving to go Nero 3 on this.
Stacking Nero 2 with multi-ball is pretty valuable, especially if you're accurate on one shot on each place of the playfield. If you can hit the spinner, the ramp, and the other ramp, you can just get probably $30 million in just Nero 2.
Wow.
Because the completion bonus for hitting 3 shots quickly is quite a lot.
Well, you got me excited to go back home and play on location, I can tell you that, because I will try that.
And then if you can go Nero 3 into Prime, Save the Enterprise, and you go spinner, 3 side ramps into the bottom spinner, you'll have the grand champion probably.
Wow.
So, people at home, give that one a try. It's fun. Maybe Stern will fix it one day. All right, so he's got one lock. One lock
We
set.
had to go there, didn't
yeah. One day. Everyone's talking about Ghostbuster code, but I'm on the Star Trek
Yeah?
code.
I would love to see a new Ghostbusters code in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Ghostbusters code is perfect.
Yeah, you like that?
Yeah.
Amazing. You just shoot the left ramp.
I was going to say, Kaylee's all about that
Yeah.
left ramp until the game
Yeah,
ends.
that game's got like an amazing exploit that like nobody uses. And then, one of these days it's going to get written out of the code, and then it's not going to be fun anymore.
It's like Megalodon on Deadpool.
Yeah. Let's take the only interesting thing in this game and take it out. It's just like walking up to a baby and just taking their candy, just throwing it on the ground. Can't have that.
Yeah.
So right now in the booth you have Derek Thompson, you have Kaylee George, and you have Escher Letkoff. And we are at the 2019 Pin-Masters here in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada. Watching Star Trek in our game of 2, our game number 2 of 3 in the semifinal round.
Got Jim Belcito playing with 5 strokes. Andre Massenkoff up next, 4. Carl D'Angelo, 5.
If
Zach
he
Sharp,
can-
hole-in-one the first game on Black Roast.
If he shoots 3 side ramps here, he's probably got it, or at least he'll be close.
Target score of 35 million.
Yeah.
Those pops are just going. And now he has a lock lit.
He's locked 2 already, right? So either one will start. If you can get a hole in one here, he's right back in this thing.
Jim going for the center shot.
Yeah,
Misses it by a mile.
on the left
Yeah.
side. I would have been tempted to post pass. Yeah, post pass to the. Yikes.
Yeah, that shot is not where most players are expecting it to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so difficult from that left side.
I'm at the point where I prefer to shoot 3 side targets to get my third lock on the bottom.
Agreed.
At that point, just of how not where it's supposed to be. And it looks fine, too.
I'm almost tempted to go right ramp and then just go into the scoop from that as well, too, right? You know, just to stay away from it.
Yeah. All right, so...
Andre doing his pre-ritual.
How high did he jump?
All right.
Okay. Off we go.
Destroy the drill. Is he going to go for some super pops? Or...
I do like the super pop strategy. That's the one that I employed all weekend and was very successful with.
Get those super spins, so then you can bump off of the upper flipper while holding it up to get some safe lock targets.
Very nice.
Shoot the spinner.
Yeah.
Shoot here and here. Do not shoot here.
Do you have your own tutorials? Because I tell you, they're very insightful. You
Yes.
know?
Yeah.
Yes.
I love how, like, Centaur tells you all the different features of the game in a track mode. It's like orbs feature.
Yes. In a
Drops feature.
in a creepy voice.
Yeah, I always thought it should also tell you where the drains are. Drain feature.
All right. I got to go play now.
Alrighty, good luck in your game 3.
Thank you.
It's always nice getting all these guest speakers, eh? Just coming in and spicing it up a little bit. Escher's got quite the game knowledge, I find. Just very, very depth for such a young age.
Yeah, he's like a rules sponge.
Yeah.
You ever want to know strategy on a game? Talk to Escher.
That's right.
But you're also going to be warring with the fact of whether or not you're also able to execute the minutia
That's
that
right.
he can.
Because he's very, very complex in his strategies. You only got to hit 14 shots, and then you get where you need to get to. It's like, holy cow. And you got to do them in this order.
All right, here Carl trying to crank it up or away team it up under that right flipper. Got his first lock.
There it goes. Oh, those slings are quite active, eh? Wow.
It'd be so perfect if that kickback just shot it up for the away team.
Yeah, would that
Money.
be sweet?
That'd be something Steve Ritchie would do.
Yes. Yeah, I think Carl will be a little disappointed with that $2 million. This game, I think, is very playable right now. I think it's one you can take advantage of.
Carl had his opportunities. He had 2 or 3 shots that away team didn't make them. Ball just got in the slings and was gone.
Zach's in pretty good shape here.
Yeah, here we go with lock
Ball
2.
Yeah.
Multi-ball's lit. Going right up the middle with the big miss for multi-ball start. It's nice, just forcing it in that inlane.
Yes. See, I don't know if I would have took the vengeance at that point, because now if he hits that lock shot up the middle, he's actually going to start Klingon and he won't have a mode. You know?
And if he shoots the drain, he's not going to have a ball.
No.
I guess, so.
So I question that tactic a little bit, but, you know, he's up there playing and I'm not, so.
Yeah, the Megalodon strat on Deadpool is old and busted. So the new strat on Deadpool is, I mean, it's kind of still the same thing. You just hope you get lucky and bounce it up the ramp and get those weird playfield multipliers and stack that with stuff, I guess.
The good strategy on Deadpool is don't get tired when you play it, I think, you know, because you can last forever on that game, unfortunately. It's like it's a battle of endurance. Who can last the longest?
Yeah, I think some of the rule sets lately I'm enjoying when it's there and missing when there's not the big risk reward for lopsided payoff. A lot of the games have been edited to a point where it's almost like time equals money. So, you clock somebody's game and you say, oh, they probably have 10 million, and sure enough they do. Or a little bit longer, they probably have 15 million. Nobody's left with the option to dig deep strats and blow it up.
Yeah, well, as you progress in these newer games, it seems like you just keep on getting higher and higher and higher scoring on them, and it bloats, the scores that are there, right? Because of that. I don't know. I'm more of a fan of the more balanced scoring throughout the game, and then with those extra, features that are in there that you can get, a super jackpot, or you can get a higher jackpot to increase it, kind of like AC/DC, right? Where you get a nice shot to a jackpot that is a risk reward feature in it. You can either build it or you can take it. That's unfortunate.
Right outline there, still hovering at that halfway mark. So here we're on ball 2. Andre was looking like he had a good start and then kind of came up about where everybody else did.
So are you doing anything in April? What tournaments are you going to in April? Are you hidden anywhere else?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the pinball calendar looks like. I think not. I think we got Portland Pinball coming up at some point in a month or two. That's always fun. Then, of course, IFPA in Italy. It's going to be interesting.
Yes. We have our big Yeg Pin tournament. That'll be on April 26th to 28th in Edmonton, Alberta. We got a bunch of Seattle people that'll be attending that event. Should be fun. I don't know what else is going on in April. I'm sure there's a few things going on.
Yeah, I think there's like a tournament every day of the year nowadays somewhere.
It's crazy. It is.
Rocky Mountain Pinball Showdown in May, says the chat room.
Yes, Allentown, I think, is coming as well.
Yeah, how is Rocky Mountain these days? At one point that became a pump and dump where essentially there was a payout that ended up feeling like it was about 1/10 of the money taken in. So I think a lot of players stopped going. I wonder if they've been able to turn that around into something that players feel like isn't a ripoff.
I love having you in the booth. Just say it as it is, right?
Yeah, why not?
Yep, absolutely.
I think that was kind of the takeaway that I was never corrected on. So it's been plenty of years. I'm sure it's a great event.
And we are here on ball 2. There's a delay, though, on the machine. I'm not sure what is going on with it right now. Looks like Carl's ready to step up. Again, everybody's in the ball game here. We are at very close scoring that's in here. A very doable target in any one ball. Carl can turn this around in a hurry.
Yeah, Zach's player 1 still in the lead here, and that's great for him. He had the hole-in-one on game 1, so him keeping pace with these other players is just fine for him. Carl getting that lock.
Yes. And is that lock 1 for him?
I surely do
ball
not know.
2. Here we go. So now he's got a great opportunity here because I think he's got all of the locks ready to go, doesn't he?
Yeah, he should have his third lock lit.
Yes. And he's got a mode. What mode is he going to pick here?
Save the Enterprise.
I think that's a good choice instead of Space Jump, just because you can get the Space Jump in one shot anyway.
Yeah, nice.
There you go.
There's
now he's got the stack.
Shot. Yeah, we've not seen too many people make that shot today.
On the right side, a little bit more doable than on the left.
Definitely.
So I think he made the right choice there. And here we go. Now he's shooting blinkies.
Away team like the warp ramp. Bones combo.
Very nice. There we go.
Warp ramp slip.
Is he going to stage it? Oh, he's got the staging.
Go.
Look at this. Wow.
Big brick.
Yes.
But worthy try.
Oh, it was. It was impressive.
All right, nice. Trapped up, now down to 2 on the right. A little over under.
Oh, very
Stage
nice.
to the left ramp.
Oh, no.
Not the most fruitful multi-ball.
No, it wasn't.
Still got some time to try and get that warp.
Oh, here he goes. No, didn't get it.
Good try.
Oh.
That was a
huge
shove.
Move. Oh, yeah, this game is... I don't even think it has a tail bulb in it, to tell you the truth.
I don't blame him for really making sure he got a piece of it, but that looked a little bit more like a slap save than a without a game toss. Yeah, the tilts here today across these 9 holes, if you will, are a bit all over the place.
A little inconsistent.
Yeah, it actually makes it interesting. Some of these machines, you can move around quite a bit. A couple of them have feather tilts. A lot of players have been doing pretty good adjusting as they move from game to game. Other ones, not so much, and I think that's a bit of the charm of this format.
All right, Zach on ball 3. Let's see what he's got in store for us. So he does have Save the Enterprise going. I think if he hits that lock shot, there he goes, and he's going to be in multi-ball. So again, a nice stack. After Save the Enterprise is done too, he'll have super ramps as well.
Tribal!
And he's got his Add-a-Ball as well.
All right, Zach coming into this with 19 million. Surely up to about 20-21 right now.
Yes, he's got a very good opportunity here to get the target score.
Set your timers. If Zach can keep this multi-ball going for 90 seconds, he'll be at the target score.
Oh,
They're
very
getting his
nice.
away team.
Yeah, got to shoot the
Warp
warp ramp. Still a little ways away. Oh, jeez. Yeah, that was unfortunate there. And that ends the multi-ball, unfortunately, for him.
Oh, that was a lucky little right in lane.
Yes.
All right, this is a good choice, going for that warp. Not terribly dialed.
And he's still getting points off of that shot as well, too, which is nice on the left spinner.
Oh, love from that ramp.
Wow.
All right, he can't have Vengeance going up the middle now.
Now he's at 30. He's probably got it in bonus right now. He's at 34-8. So this is a foregone conclusion, I think. And Zach has punched this one out of the park. So he is looking at a 2, a 3.
Zach landed down with a 3 here. Nobody else has hit the target score yet. He also won game 1, meaning he's retained his lead in strokes,
yes,
at minimum, from the first game, if not
he can only improve, if anything, right? So it's excellent.
Yeah, he can only get more bullets here to go into game 3. And, of course, tri-ball, seen in games such as Jurassic Park.
Yes, Data East. Last Action Hero.
Yeah, what's the best theme and worst game? And worst game and best theme?
Yeah, I don't know. So what was the first one? Worst
theme and best game. I actually,
theme, best
you know,
game.
you're talking about Last Action Hero. That's a pretty good one there.
Congo? Yeah, I don't know. I like Congo.
Yeah, Ghostbusters. Pretty darn good theme. Pretty good theme execution. Not the most
not so
fun
much.
game.
Well, you know what? I think with a code update, it could be a fun game. So I'm going to reserve my judgment until the game's done.
Congo, Demo Man. Demo Man's awesome. Get out of the chat.
I love Demo Man I love that movie. I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, 3 seashells.
Yeah. Sandra
prison.
Bullock in her prime? Like, yeah, I don't know. I thought it was pretty good. Yeah, Johnny Mnemonic was a terrible movie. I agree.
So here we got Jim working on Vengeance.
Yes. And it's very quick. Vengeance, unfortunately.
He's up to 32 million. Now's a good time to work on that bonus X.
Oh, no. Oh, good save there. Oh, he's got super ramps as well, too, which will get him there. So that's a good choice. 2 more super ramps should do it. Maybe even 1 if he's got high enough bonus.
Backhand that spinner.
There you
this
go.
is so risky. I can't endorse this. He's got it, bud. It's all about that bonus X right there.
It is, yeah, for sure. And so Jim,
Nice.
ended
Jim,
up with a 3 on that as well, too, to keep
mention
pace.
Carl?
Yes. And it was very important for Jim to do that just because Andre's sitting at 4 strokes right now. So he might have a chance to tie or to pass him if Andre's not successful in this ball.
Yeah, this is really looking like going into Game 3 after this that Zach's almost
It could
a
be
shoo-in?
it could be a 3-horse race for that last spot, I'm thinking.
Yeah, so Andre and Carl really want to make sure they can pull it off on this ball. Andre especially, because that'll give him a 1-point lead at minimum over Jim and Carl.
And again, that spinner holding the flipper up and getting those targets has been a popular strategy on this, which is being employed by Andre right now. And he has 0 locks lit, so he's got a lot of work to do if he wants to get those locks. So there's one.
Yeah, the flipper up spinner shot, I mean, totally acceptable way to get those lock targets. I think it's a lot more...
Takes a lot of momentum off the ball, right? Makes it a lot more safe, I think.
yeah, you're going to have to hit him anyways. You might have hit him as well, hit him at low speed. It's kind of similar to Family Guy and holding up that flipper around the loop.
Absolutely. Is he trying to time it out, or well, trying to go up the middle? Looks like. It's funny he didn't hit a switch there because his timer isn't moving. So.
Yeah, I'd say that this is coming across a little bit as a looser tilt than it is on the camera, but maybe it has gotten looser than I remember. Certainly looks like they're getting some good nudges with no dangers.
Absolutely. And so that mode is done. And extra ball, what, 2.5?
I have no idea what that's worth.
Could be 5 if you doubled it on the ramp.
I feel like I rank extra ball value in my brain for different games, and it's like good or garbage, and I'm pretty sure this one's in the garbage bin for me.
Okay. Now,
worth changing strategy for or not?
Yes.
I think it's a no.
Now Aerosmith, on the other hand, very valuable.
Yeah. I don't know if you can double this one. Maybe the chat knows.
I think you can.
Yeah. Can you ramp middle and get a little extra juice on that? Maybe that makes it worthwhile.
But still, 2.5 million
This
times.
is the minutia we need Escher here for.
Yeah, he would know exactly the answer to this question. I guarantee you. It's like a sponge, wealth of knowledge.
Escher said yes yesterday. It's worth something.
Escher said yes, but then his dad said no.
Ah.
I'm guessing that happens a lot in the Letkov.
I'll always default to the senior Lefkoff to have the real data of the situation.
Yes.
Ooh, there's that tilt. All right, Andre at 17. That means, at best, he can...
Yeah, he'd be tying Jim at best if anything, right? So this is getting very interesting now as we're moving up in balls because Jim and both Zach are done, and these guys are fighting for their life right now, trying to finalize and get this target at 35 million.
Now, Andre's bonus there could have been pretty worthwhile in this match. Probably dropped a couple million. We're looking at maybe a 5-ball game here.
Yeah, I think, because the tilt is the way that it is, he's probably thought that he might have had an extra push there in it. It's sometimes the danger with the more looser machine is you don't know how far you can take it.
This is stuff I don't like. Thanks for the info, chat room. Says can't double with combos is the assumption. And, how's a player supposed to know that,
Yes.
Points on a shot.
Oh, but playfield X, you can...
Wow, but why not just be nice?
Yes.
Hook the player up.
Yes. It's already worth nothing as it is. What's the sense of, you might as well allow the person to double it.
Look at Batman. Players aren't going to freak out if you give them a lot of points if they do something cool.
Mm-hmm. Oh, my, that almost came back.
That was exciting.
Oh, no. A little bit of malfunction in the junction. Is that what we're seeing here?
So I think as we were kind of only half paying attention, Carl got a third ball for free. It has drained. I think the ruling will be to play on, is my guess.
Beneficial malfunction? Yeah,
Josh
play
has
on.
said, play on.
Yes. And if he would have trapped it, they probably would have gone ahead and just got him to drain the ball anyway, I would think, in that scenario. So, no harm, no foul.
Yeah. Carl seemed to be saying that it gave him the third ball for free, but not as a malfunction, but that maybe the vengeance had triggered itself.
Oh, interesting. So the switch.
Now, that is
Engaged.
certainly play on, so I don't know why Carl would be confused about that. Free stuff is always acceptable. Carl keeping those torpedoes loaded up just in case.
He's locked and loaded.
All right, he's ready. He wants to combo this off the ramp for double value up the middle.
Oh boy.
10 million's ready.
Yeah, he's not. He's going for super ramps. That's, yeah.
Could put it away, but has chosen to. I mean, really?
So
super
now
ramps,
it's
3 balls in play?
Yeah, well, he's got the right.
I don't agree. Just hit it. Be done.
Especially since he had one trapped on the right side, he could have just took a pot shot at it, right? And because I find on the left side it's a little tougher.
Yeah.
Oh.
I disagree. Now Carl's in jail.
Yes.
What do I know? All right, Carl's 7.5 million off the target score.
Well, he gets a mode here. Get that started at least.
Little mode start. Ramp
That's
out.
a good shot.
I think ramp out's a reasonable choice.
Is Nero 3 a strategy now that he's in jail?
Oh, I mean, over the course of 7 million, I think it's.
I think he's a safe bet on that one.
Yeah, that would certainly put it there. I think he'll get there early. I actually like going for bonus times right now.
Okay.
We'll see his bonus X, but I think if he pushes that to 4 or 5X, he'd be done. This has been a pretty good ball. A few multi-balls, a lot of switch hits.
Oh, here we go. Now he's got it. Yep. It's looking pretty good.
Done.
35. So, very good. He got there. Not maybe in the conventional way that you
No, I mean,
thought
I
he would
think
get there.
he went there in a perfectly wonderful way. I just don't know what I'm doing in this game. I'm always like, it'd be safer to shoot the left orbit 50 times than actually take a legitimate shot at a ramp.
Yes. Yes, he did have super ramp, so it was definitely a worthwhile strategy for him to go ahead and do that. We were just questioning that he had the shot up the middle, and that's especially when 2 balls on the left side. I would have thought that he would have took that shot. But.
Yeah. So there, Carl bringing it home on the same ball as Jim. They'll both remain tied in strokes. Andre here going to plunge out these 2 players, and he's going to hope he can do it now to have the same number of strokes as those 2 players. Certainly looking like a fight for the second spot to move on with Zach playing
Could we have
really well here.
Another tiebreaker?
Absolutely. I mean, this is like, you're playing NBA Fast Break, and the point range is 1 through 10.
Yes. Aren't you a pro? That's hilarious. Love the game choices over there with the Star Wars. Just craziness.
I think a lot of the pros play a lot better than the premiums and LEs.
I find that with a lot of the titles, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, I was talking with somebody from Stern and talking with them about that, and I guess they often design the LE first, and then they have their game, and then they look at it and they say, okay, what are we going to take out
Okay.
to make the pro?
Yep.
And, I mean, that makes a lot of sense from a design standpoint. You can't necessarily shove 10 pounds of meat in a 5-pound bag, so
Makes
you got to
sense.
start with a bigger bag.
Yep.
But I I get the feeling that there's not a lot of design by elimination going on, so they kind of end up with this kind of big monstrosity of LE stuff. And then they think, oh, what can we take out? And maybe some of that stuff is actually the natural choice that shouldn't be in there because some of those early ideas kind of didn't work out.
Yeah.
So I kind of wish they'd go through a little bit more of that revision up front, make the LEs a little more lean and mean, and might have some better games.
Now you look at a game like Iron Maiden LE. I think it's a pretty solid entry.
Absolutely. I think that game seems like it's gone through revisions to get to the premium up front, and then they made some really critical choices to cost out some things like the center ramp, and I think it plays pretty great in both versions.
Yeah.
All right, here Andre really wanting to get it on this ball. He's got 35 million to go for, 15 million left. It's in Vengeance. Now if he can get that,
he's getting that one back.
If he can get down to that center shot, he's going to have an opportunity at a 10 million combo.
Worst case 5 million without.
So he really wants to get that ramp and stuff it up the middle when that's ready.
And if he had bombs, he could actually do ramp bomb if you wanted to as well too. So he's got
3 in a row.
Yes. And so he must have already took the add a ball.
He's going to be pretty close right now.
Yeah, he's going pretty good here. And that one's through. And Vengeance was defeated for 5 million. Not comboed, but still good value. And he's doing some victory laps.
Like Andre will have done it here.
Yeah, it's over.
Is there a time limit to choose your game at the start of a match? I don't think that there's a time limit expressly listed in the rules. However,
Andre's just going to keep on playing until he gets 400 million on this. So,
however, under the wrath of the tournament director, Josh, I would say it's a safe assumption that after 20 minutes you'll get ejected. Andre overachieving by 8 million.
I think you're good, buddy.
Double checking that he's good to go.
I think you're really good.
It's not sure that big 35 million written on the back glass is legit.
Yes, because they made it change it, right? They could have made it to 45 or something like that on them.
Yeah, does it count if you go up there with a pen and add another 0? Then everybody's like, oh shit, Nero 3, let's do this.
Yeah. Strategy changed immediately. Alrighty, we're moving. We're moving to game 3. The final game in Group 2.
Carl's Haircut, sponsored by Supercuts.
Yes.
Shampoo by Head & Shoulders.
Oh, boy.
0 flakes. So here, Zach, we're going to assume that it's Zach's pick. Here.
Yeah, and this is such a smart pick.
This is a smart pick. So here we've seen very few, if no players get a 1.
I don't think I've seen a 1 all weekend.
1 all weekend.
I had a 2. I was close, but anywhere from a 2 to a 6, let's say.
Tilt end game here. However, a lot of players are able to make steady progress towards the target score of 30,000 across the 5 balls here. Now, Zach has a considerable lead, and he's hoping that he can just kind of maintain pace with these other players.
And
Carl coming back to...
The only thing you got to watch out on this game is that one feed, because that one feed will put it straight down the middle on this game.
And you're talking about the ball rolling through the number 1 rollover at the top, coming straight down towards the middle. This game, leveled amazingly, has no twisted playfield.
Yes, and I think it goes exactly like that too, eh?
So I think we should leave it there. Look at that track. Amazing, ladies and gentlemen.
Those drafting skills that I did in high school, I tell you, they paid off.
Let's see. Okay, let's see if this works. The ball likes to go here. Let's see. It's a oh no, it's not a magnet. Okay.
No.
Doesn't work like that.
Did you want to give your tutorial? I think you should with the 3 out lanes. I think that they might need to know. I do like those tutorials that you do on this game. Do not go here. Do not go here. Do not go here.
Yeah. So let's see. So for people that have not seen or played Abra Ca Dabra before, you have the 1, 2, 3, 4 rollovers. You can also get them on the lower part of the play field.
Yes.
If the player completes those rollovers, the bonus tower in the middle will increment by one value from 1,000 towards 5,000. That value is awarded from an outlane or from the drop target at the top of the screen when it's lit. Only the lit one will score that value. You can also boost that bonus tower by getting all the drops down and hitting the center target straight up the middle.
You betcha. Another underrated feature on this game is the lit pump bumper that you see in there right now. And sometimes what ends up happening is you can actually get that ball into here, and you're getting super bumpers that's in there, and you're getting 2,000 or 3,000, 4,000 at a crack sometimes on that. So again, that is another viable strategy that I employed on this game. Whenever I seen those lit, I just did a nice graze off of those bumpers, and I was getting thousands from it.
And since we've been more concerned with what these other three players are going to do, we have not noticed that Zach is playing this game live. So this is for real.
This is for real
Zach's
now?
on ball 3.
Holy cow.
Zach going for 30,000 to 26.
And if he does make it on here,
If he can do this,
he has advanced.
If he can do this in 5 balls, that's awesome.
And that will come back nicely for him. And this should be it. 500 more.
Oh, you never know.
There it is. Oh,
Zach's like outlane.
yes. Oh, my God. Can you believe it? Can you believe it?
All right.
Yes. And that's it right there.
There we go.
So in 4. So he will get 8 strokes. He is guaranteed to go through with
Yes.
that. So congratulations, Zach Sharp. You will be again in another final.
Jim, Andre, and Carl all coming into this game with 8. Zach with 4. His 4 here will put him at 8. Other players get a minimum of 1 stroke. We haven't seen that on this game this whole weekend. So these next 3 games are going to be a fight for who joins Zach in the final 4.
Yes, 1 spot for one of those 3 players. So these will be the critical games coming up here for Jim, Andre, and Carl. And we're going to get a little practice session here, I think, first. And the practice sessions work a little differently on this game as well, too, where the player will step up, they will practice, and then they will play on these one-player EMs. So just a little bit different than the other modern games that you've seen.
It just shows the level of competition here and how tight these groups have been.
It's been great. It's been great play. All the seedings have been very, very tough. There's been tiebreakers. There's been lots of drama. It's been a great event so far.
The maximum score of 10 strokes generally in Game 3 has been relevant for all players. Zach, however, has just advanced himself to the final 4.
Yeah, so I've just got a note here that Ray and Escher were out in the other group.
Escher with his crazy game picks,
Yes, finally bit him.
getting his just desserts.
I loved the game picks, personally.
I would too if I was in your position, so yes.
Well, it's good to see the 1 is still going straight down the middle.
Yeah, they fixed it, so now it actually goes down the middle again like it did on the first day.
They
So
fixed it. Yeah.
it's actually level now.
Oh, there you go.
Here Jim starting his first ball of his actual game, Game 3.
Yes. Oh, that's going to be okay.
This game leaning so hard to the right, you really have to pay attention to what's going on with the track of that ball.
Yeah, I played with him on the first day, and I believe he got a 1 on this. He was just crushing it.
Wow, he did, eh?
Wow, there's been a 1.
Wow. It's
Surprised
funny.
he flipped that. That seemed like
Yeah.
a really good trap.
It's funny that there's no lean on the 4. I just find that strange. So
Maybe that the playing field's warped only on the left side.
yeah. Uh-oh, that one's gone.
It was a surprising drain that it kind of tracked right where it was going.
Yeah. Not a bad start though. 7,000 is nothing to sneeze at on your first ball. Get this 2. That'll light the 2,000. And that's a great plunge.
That's a really nice plunge. That's huge. Really, we want to make the best use you can of that bonus ladder and
Absolutely.
the lit pop bumpers.
Get them when you can get them. Oh, that's a nice, very nice.
That looked so gone. That was awesome. I'm surprised there's no dead pass there. Wow. Getting that ball in that right flipper so you can shoot that number 1 from the bottom. It's big.
The top target. Trying to get rid of this bank so that he can go ahead and start shooting the rest of them.
Nice little pick there.
And dead. Yep, perfect. And shot. Look at that. He's only got one
Up
more
for
left.
the 2. That was great.
Oh, another nice
again.
nudge.
That was awesome.
Yeah, this is reminiscent of what it looked like a couple days ago.
And he has the drops cleared, so he's looking for the middle now. Oh, just missed. See, there's some pop bumper action
so
there.
nudging on this game is definitely risky, but the tilt is it's pretty medium. It
it's
lets you knock it around
Fairly
a little
liberal,
bit.
I find, yeah.
You'd really have to do one of those Carl specials to get the tilt here.
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't see a tilt the entire weekend on it.
No.
People were moving it pretty well.
I think it's playing.
All right. Just as I was going to say, this game's pretty much done.
Yeah, good.
Jim gets centered right. Being at 3,000 on the bonus ladder is huge.
Yes.
Don't plunge the 1. It's not worth it.
Yeah, because he's only going to get three for it.
Here's where you want that little plunge that just trickles through that gate and down the 4. Get you on that 1,000 pop.
Yes, that'd be perfect,
Pop
actually.
bumpers here
The
can
4,
finish it.
The 4 would be nice.
Just, I wouldn't be surprised if we see Jim shooting the pop bumper directly from the flipper.
Right now it's not lit, so he probably should be shooting that second target that's on there.
Yep.
Oh, just missed it. And he's got the 4th. There. Nope.
Moved on him.
There we
And
go.
there it goes. That is it, folks.
Very nice.
So he did take a 3 on this, so Jim will end up with 11 strokes.
This 3 is very nice.
I think that's a good start. Like, I think, that's tough to beat on this game. Is it possible to get a 1 or 2? Absolutely it is, but it's definitely a nice one to put up to make sure that your competitors have to match that, right?
Good likelihood of a tie at 3 here.
There could be. Yeah, absolutely. A 3 is solid. It's a very solid score on this game.
Andre Maslenkopf coming up. He's going to have his practice ball. Or 30 seconds, as it were.
Yes.
What's the best EM pinball theme ever?
Theme.
Yeah.
I like Atlantis myself, but
Atlantis?
Yeah.
That's pretty nice.
Very pretty game.
That's a pretty good one.
That's a good question.
I'm a fan of Totem. Kind of got that whole peyote acid trip thing going on in the back glass.
Okay.
It's like the players being attacked by spirits of the Indian spirit world.
I think this one's high on the list too.
Like the wizards and the magic kind
Yeah,
of
it's
theme.
got great art.
Yeah.
It's like Team 1 probably has the better rules, but
Yeah.
you could get a Team 1. And
Team
this
1
art.
and every.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually a really good idea.
Yeah, Totem isn't an EM, though. Yeah, shows what I know, right? I was talking earlier about how I bucket things, like garbage points, good points, like old garbage games, good games. Totem somewhere down in that barrel, I guess.
You were close solid state,
Oh, Spanish Eyes. That's great. And there's also the Spanish Eyes sister/brother game that looks exactly the same.
There is an EM version of Matahari.
Is it called Canasta or something?
There is an EM of Matahari, is there?
Yeah, I swear there's an EM Totem. Somebody look that up.
Interesting.
Double down that I'm wrong.
You're in Vegas, why not,
Prove me
right?
wrong.
Genie. No, Genie's not an EM either.
Totem is an EM. Changed my mind.
I don't need to look it up, Scott.
Nice, Steve.
Oh, wait. There's hope in the chat.
Oh, I think there's an EM version of Totem. Pretty rare, though. Okay, well, there's hope for you still.
Sonic Games Best. Heck yes. Prospector,
Prospector's amazing.
Mars Track, those are where it's
Prospector
at.
is a great game. I do love Prospector. I don't know much about the art package on that one, but I definitely love
Those
the game.
playfields put the rest of the pinball industry to shame in that era. They all last so awesome.
I agree.
Plastic, right? Or some form
I
of that?
think they're just clear coated,
Yeah.
but somebody probably knows. They do some kind of like Spanish magic.
Oh,
Is it acrylic at all on them?
When you look at it, they definitely seem.
Because they look like it.
They
but
don't seem wood.
There were those playfields in the Rolling Stones / Speakeasy era that were made of some kind of weird plastic, but those all ended up sagging and getting all crazy.
Okay.
Jungle
Well,
Queen.
from the heat, I guess, That's would start to warp it.
PBR can crusher.
Yeah.
Ooh. Nice.
Thanks, Adam.
All right, Andre here, ball 2,
Yes.
7,000 points.
It's got some work to do here for that 3.
I mean, you know, he's at 9K now. That would have been
Yeah.
a decent ball 1,
But
so let's
only-
just pretend he just started.
Only at 1,000 value right here right now, so he's got to start getting some lanes up there.
So now the pop bumper is turned on and off.
There it is. That's a beautiful
every other
shot.
switch, and they're both lit at the same time? Or
Correct.
does it just seem like sometimes the lights...
The light on the right isn't
yes.
working so hot.
Yeah, so if this one's lit, that one is lit no matter what, because they're both on the same circuit.
And by this one, we mean this one.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know.
For those at home who cannot see what we're pointing at.
It's actually this one that's kind of out, right?
Correct. Okay, Andre on ball 3 needs to hit the
Oh,
target
look
on
at
this
this.
ball,
Oh, nice pop bumper
or else he
action
will
there.
not be advancing. Oh, that was
that
nice
one
action
came out
between
nice.
That one.
Yes. Oh, and
Wow.
that is it. That is his tournament, unfortunately. And Andrei Masakov has now been officially eliminated.
Still a slim chance that Jim gets DQ'd somehow.
What, he trips on the
Jim
chair or
plunges
something? and
Andre's
hurts?
ball, drops an F-bomb way too loud 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, you're hanging on, aren't you?
No, something. It's always hope. Ooh, right into that ball too. Yeah, you can really see how boosting that bonus early really helped Jim.
Yeah, it was key to the entire balls that he had, and it was some masterful shooting, and great plunging. And I think that's the one thing that people, when you're playing EMs, the plunge is very important on a lot of them. And this should be it right here. There it is, 31. So again, a 4.
Very nice.
Yeah. And that would have been a par.
Still a very good game by Andre. 4 on this machine is pretty good. Andre raising his hands, not with a malfunction, just declaring victory.
Yes. I survived.
And we were talking about that one lane. I think the right play is when it goes in there, you give it a
little
little
nudge.
shimmy
Yep.
side to side to get it to pop out at an angle,
For sure.
rather than letting it do its own thing and fall straight through there.
Yes.
Probably your best bet. Yeah.
That was the day one for sure. You had to do that, and I believe now it's the same setup.
You can give a little wiggle to get it bounced side to side in that lane.
I hope it bounces left. So is the situation the same? He needs to get a 3?
Yeah, Carl needs to get a 3 to
Oh.
tie.
Was this practice or
It's
is this
practice.
real?
Practice.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
This ball sponsored by Corn Nuts. For those of you not in the know, ranch flavor does not exist in Europe. It's known as Cool American.
I bet you we got ketchup ones in Canada.
Good times. Nothing like a condiment on a snack.
Yeah, we got three different countries represented in here.
Yes. Very international flavor that's going on here today in the booth.
All right.
Here we go.
Carl in a trap on his first ball. Picking off a target.
Oh, there it is.
Oh,
Very
there we
nice.
go. Shot at the 4.
Nice.
Really wants that 4 either on the right in lane upper lane.
Yeah, that would boost up his bonus.
Taking shots at it from the left.
He was
It's a
practicing
smart
a
play.
shot singer.
Oh, that's nice.
That's huge.
Now he's at 2. He's got a great opportunity.
11,000
If
ball
he,
one.
if
He's
he
on
can
pace.
clear that bank, he's got the bank lit as well too on the right-hand side, and he nails it. Wow.
All right, 2 targets left on the left side. If he can get those and shoot the center, he'll be boosted to 3,000.
He's already at 16,000. He's
Oh, that was
halfway
it.
to the target.
It's interesting. I feel like Carl just missed a dead pass there.
Okay, still in great shape though here at 18-8. He's got a ball in hand here. If he can get it here in this ball, he will advance.
Carl needing 6,000 a ball. But tie.
For the safest number.
Oh, just missed that lane there. Oh, some good bumper action, but it wasn't lit, so he didn't get full value for that.
Carl just wants this ball to be done.
So what do you do now? Do you take a pot shot at a pop? He did not.
I was going to say you go for the alley pass, but
Oh,
not seeing anybody do that here.
no.
So it's
One left.
super safe.
Nailed it.
Oh,
Center's lit to boost to 3.
it is.
And
One center shot. There it
There.
is.
Nice.
Oh,
jeez.
no.
Oh, the video captured the frame of
Yes.
Carl's hair dipping and.
disappearing.
Jeez.
Okay, so now this
Okay.
is critical.
This is it right here. He's got to make it here.
This is to tie Jim for a playoff.
Yes, we could be in another tiebreaker.
Oh no.
No, that's trouble. That's trouble. Oh my God.
Where was that line that you drew before?
Yes.
With something like that.
Yes, and it makes you go like this as well too. Oh,
Jesus.
unhappy face.
That is the worst way to lose on this game.
You know, that's just awful.
So into the final 4 will be Zach Sharp and Jim Belcito. Carl playing here for
Yeah.
final ranking status.
Yes, from IFPA points. And ball 5, so he actually falls below Andre on that. And he will finish with 13 strokes. Your finalists in this group will be Zach Sharp and Jim Belzito. The final 4 is going to be up next. You are here at the 2019 IFPA Pin-Masters in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada. You are here with Derek Thompson, Kelly George, and
Joe Lemire. Soon to be about to be out of here.
yes, in the finals. So we're going to probably get some final telecasters in here for the finals. I may take a break. Let the young man, I know that he's aching to get in here to give you some insight. You know, it's been a hell of a tournament, man. It's been a long grind. Been here since what, Wednesday?
Yeah, been a long weekend.
For the nationals. We've got been here for what, 2 days for the Pin-Masters, and now 3rd day in the playoffs. I'm ready to go home. You know, it's been a long week of pinball, man.
Yeah.
Last week in Texas, this week here, and yeah, I did the double. You know, had to do it for my Canadian
Yeah, absolutely.
contingent, and had a lot
Yeah.
of fun. And where are you off to? Are you flying home today?
Yeah, flying home tonight to Seattle.
Awesome.
See how that works out.
Got a
late
nice
flight.
12-hour drive over 2 days back to Colorado. So,
Yes.
Nice.
So you're
Yeah.
driving.
Yeah.
Asher just got his license. He's driving
Yeah.
a moped.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Been, I don't even have my learners yet, unfortunately. Or we... Oh, yeah.